explain about the whole internet thing, although I've tried to explain
still for that may
when it's buffered on.
You might try voice only and see if that works.
As it goes through the middle of our country, I'm going on and offline. It is Christmas Day!
Merry Christmas, Lynn.
Hey, Judy, how you doing? I'm sorry that it's buffering. It's because I have one tiny bar of 4G, which my laptop is hanging off. It's on 3G
Tell
now.
Wink to get a coat hanger and wire it up onto that iPad. That ought to fix it for
Don't
you.
stand out up on the sand dune, Wink. That's the best signal.
Get him up on some kind of antenna.
Bring it back. Walk around until you get 4G. Hi, Eileen. It repeats the same for you. Oh, it's on 4G. Yay, Sika! Merry Christmas to you. We used to do fireworks at midnight on Christmas Day, but we haven't got any. Hi, V. How you doing?
Christmas epic fails.
So yeah, I've got 14.
How about New Year's?
New
Year's Day, do you do fireworks on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve?
Yeah, we have fireworks then as well. There are fireworks at various places. Various people get fireworks. We don't have any fireworks. Finian says Merry Christmas to all of you in 5 to 8 hours
thank
time.
You, Finian.
He's been checking the timelines, obviously. Are you all having lovely Christmas Eves? Dr. G, don't forget the aluminium foil.
I never know if a product that we use here is going to be under the same name. So we have Reynolds Wrap, which has been around forever. Do you have Reynolds Wrap, or is it under a different? Do you use a different aluminum foil brand, or
what's Reynolds Wrap made of?
Aluminum.
Oh,
aluminum.
Aluminum, or as we say, aluminium. Aluminium.
Yeah, when you say aluminium, you throw an extra vowel in there.
I know.
I've noticed that aluminium.
I know.
You might say aluminum.
I know.
But there's no extra I in there.
I know. But do you know what? Because it's a hard word to spell. Whenever I want to spell it, I say it in the American way, aluminum, and then you can spell it.
There you are.
Yeah, we have tin foil But we've been watching your movies for so many years that we know Fawcett and, Hood and Trunk and Sidewalk and Freeway, and we know when you're pissed, you're angry, and when we're pissed, we're drunk. We know all of that. Yeah, we know all that. So, Snow White says hi to you, Finian.
Snow White.
I know, you don't know anyone, but she's lovely. And she's saying hi to you. So, everyone says they're fine, and I have been practicing what I'm having for Christmas dinner tonight, which was just a whole heap of yummy vegetables and chestnuts and sprouts. I've had my first ever roasted sprouts, and I have to say, you guys are completely right. They're gorgeous. They're to die for. So I'm having a lot more of those, and I do have a fabulous picture of me with my sprout tree. It's a whole tree with a sprout top on the top. So I've got a photo, but of course I can't upload anything at the moment because it's being all pantaloons this end with the signal. But I will try to get some videos up for you. I might have to go and stand on the sand dunes tomorrow. Aluminium foil for bunny ears and have Wink hold them up. I can't get you all to stay in. Excellent, Snow.
Somebody... what time is it for you? Somebody just asked. I don't know if they're asking for me. For me, it is 6 o'clock, 6:06 Texas time, U.S. Central Time.
Yeah, and it is 5 minutes past midnight, so it is now officially Christmas Day in the UK and in Ireland, which is fantastic.
So Deborah asked, here's a great question, and you can get in here as well, because Deborah's asking, she's saying she just finished Augmentin, which is amoxicillin with clavulanic acid.
Right.
She said it upset her gut so badly. Why does it do that? Well, the answer is because it actually is amoxicillin with what we physicians kind of laughingly call goodness gracious. Wow. We call it an antibiotic with a laxative is the best way to put it, right?
All right.
Because clavulanate will cause you to have diarrhea. And why does it do that? The reason we add clavulanic acid to amoxicillin is because it helps prevent certain bacteria from being resistant to the antibiotic. And so it does a number on your gut flora. Your normal healthy bacteria get wiped out by Augmentin, and oftentimes we recommend that people go get, guess what, Sue? Why don't you tell us what we recommend?
I bet you recommend a really good probiotic that actually works all the way through the gut.
There you go.
There you go.
Probiotic, or live culture yogurt, or sweet acidophilus milk, right?
Yeah, but then of course that wouldn't be vegan, would it? The one I use is vegan.
It wouldn't. It would not. But your probiotics would be vegan. So a good probiotic yes. And what I tell people to get a probiotic, I tell them to go to a good health food store if they're going to get something that comes right out of the cooler or out of the refrigerator so you know it's fresh.
Yeah.
That's what I usually recommend. I know you have a product, so you can plug that, but that's kind of what I recommend.
If anyone wants to know the one that I use, which is absolutely brilliant, unique, it's a prebiotic, a probiotic, and it has 14 digestive enzymes. It's absolutely amazing, patent pending and all of that. Ask me in the live comments and I will reply to you with a link. So that's what I will do. It's a really good one, and mine is dried, so it's activated when you add cold water to it. Yep, Snow, Finian is still awake. He is a late night bird like me. And of course it's Christmas, so our little cabin is just one room, so we're all in one room together. So it definitely, my son wants to start one. Was that a probiotic, Snow? Is that what you mean? I must send you a link, actually. I'll send you a link on Messenger, sweetheart. So, anyone got any questions? Do you know what you're all cooking, what you're having for Christmas? I'm having some vegetables.
What a great topic.
You're fasting,
what a great idea! I would love to hear all of the holiday meals, because I know the DW has been back and forth to the market several times today looking for certain items. She's going to make me something vegan tomorrow.
Right.
Looking for that. So somebody's chatting in a Merry Christmas wish to me.
Yeah, Chris has just said Merry Christmas to you as well. Okay. So I'm going to roast a whole load of vegetables with some parsley, some sesame seed oil and some olive oil, sweet potatoes, a little bit of white potato, aubergines or eggplant as you call them. I've got courgette, parsnips and carrots, and of course sprouts, which I'm going to have in abundance. And I'm going to video this. I don't know whether I'll be able to get it up here though, unless I stand on top of the dune, but I'm going to video some falafel they're not meatballs obviously, but they're like these little chickpea, made with chickpeas and fresh parsley and some herbs and some other bits and bobs. And I've got some soaking in a bowl behind me somewhere, because I've actually bought the dried ones and I've been all organised and put them to soak overnight. So I'm going to make that tomorrow morning, and they sound really delicious. So that's what I'm going to have with all the roasted vegetables. And I have bought myself some vegan yogurts. I found some vegan creme caramels. I love creme caramel.
That sounds good.
Yeah, so I've got those. And I've also found some vegan single cream. So I've got some strawberries and blueberries and raspberries and bananas and what other berries have I got? I think I might have bought some blackberries as well. So I've got lots of soft fruits that I can have with some cream, and I've got my coconut sugar, so I can push the boat out and be totally indulgent and stick with my healthy eating. So I'm very happy.
Excellent. That's wonderful. You're really taking the time to prepare something that sounds delicious. That really does sound good.
I tried the vegetables tonight, and they were just absolutely gorgeous. They were just so delicious. I'm just like completely happy with what I'm going to have tomorrow. So, what are you doing? What are you having?
Well, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I do know the DW made some special purchases to make sure that there were plenty of vegan goodies for me tomorrow. And she's making some kind of dish that's going to be wonderful. I'm not sure what it is. Do you know?
It's vegan version of a meat thing.
Okay, so it's a meat substitute vegan thing, which no matter how it tastes is going to be fantastic, I can tell you now.
The vegan version is supposed to be better than the normal.
Okay, so it's going to be delicious, I can promise you that.
Excellent.
I don't know what it is, and I don't care because I'm just honored that she's going to make me something vegan.
Oh, that's
I'm
really
good with
nice.
that.
That's brilliant. Abby, I loved your video today.
Oh, thank you.
It was really good.
She said thank you if you didn't hear.
Did you read my comment, sweetheart?
Yes, I read everyone's comments.
She read them all.
Excellent. So get your dad to book you a ticket. You're coming over to sort my house out for me.
Don't worry.
Open invitation to tidy.
We have a spring break if you want us in the spring or in the summer. So
excellent. Well, open invitation. Oh, that's really lovely. Wink is going to have roast chicken. It's the smallest chicken I have ever seen. It's like only that big. And Finion's got to have that with half a jar of red currant jelly because he doesn't really like roast dinners. So the only way he can stomach it is to just every mouthful with a great glob of red currant jelly and some broccoli, which he probably won't eat, and some roast potatoes and Yorkshire puddings. And I will be doing, of course, lots of vegetables, so I shall be putting some on Wink's plate.
Leave them.
Yeah, he says he's going to leave the veg. He's so naughty. Hey, Bonnie, how you doing, darling? I will think of you both as I eat my traditional Christmas dinner with all the trimmings. Sorry, guys. That's okay. No apologies needed on this channel.
No problem there.
No problem.
Whether you're eating vegan or vegetarian or working on it, we just want you to enjoy your day, however you want to enjoy it, and we're just here to support. We're not here to criticize anyone for how they eat or what they eat. We just want to let you know that there is a different way, and if you want to choose a healthier way, we think we have it. If you don't agree, well, we respect your right to disagree, and we enjoy your company anyway.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Leanne is telling us about she's still trying to wean herself off of meat. It's going to be a New Year's resolution. And if she can quit smoking cold turkey, she can do this too. She says it's been 4 years since her last smoke. Well, congratulations, Leanne. That's awesome. Done. But she did say they're having chicken and Brussels sprouts tonight and prime rib at her sister. Tomorrow at her sister's, it's prime rib. So enjoy.
Just you enjoy that and have fun with it. And I think I can do live videos better than I can actually upload a video that I've made. So I'm going to do some live videos just after Boxing Day about goal setting, about New Year's resolutions, about how to implement some of the things that you want to do, because that's what I started to do last year. And I decided that 2018 was going to be the best year ever. I just felt that it was going to be, and I started introducing lots of new habits. And I introduced a new habit every single day. So by the end of January, I had 30 new habits, some of which stuck, some of which didn't. And it was quite interesting. But I have had the best year ever this year. I'm going to go at it again for 2019. So I'm just going to do lots of stuff like that, which will help everyone kind of hone in on whatever their New Year's resolutions are, because it's the time of year when you kind of say, after Christmas, I'm going to make these changes. After Christmas, I'm going to make this, that, and the other change. So it's kind of time of year for that. So I'm going to be doing that. For a lot of people,
definitely.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that. Later, it keeps wanting to install some updates. I think it might blow my internet. Tiny little connection.
Yeah,
I
you
have
definitely don't want to be starting any updates right now. No. No. So you mentioned New Year's resolutions. I see no reason to make any significant health changes. This has been a great year for me. I'm enjoying the thinness and the healthiness that changing my diet and lifestyle has brought me. Yeah. The only thing I am going to do, I kind of got invited to join in with a number of the members of my staff. They're actually going to do a cleanse, a detoxifying cleanse thing. It's a 3-day deal where you drink 4 bottles of different liquids every day for 3 days. And so I said, well, all right, I'll do that with you. I mean, it sounds interesting. I'm sure it won't hurt, so I'm going to do that. But outside of that, I don't have any New Year's resolutions that are health involved. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, that's good because you're already doing such a good job. I just want to hone some more healthy habits and do a bit more exercise that I haven't been doing, and just some of the things like sometimes, I don't know, just a bit more focused on a few things. Really, that's what I want to do. So I want to be kind of doing more recipes, doing more, trying new foods and stuff like that. So I just want to kind of be a bit more disciplined because I can be a bit all over the place. I've got a few ideas, things that I want to do. I absolutely have got to start my yoga, which I still haven't done. So that's definitely going to be one of them. Awesome, Dr. G in the water.
Is that more about about meditation for you, or is yoga more about physical flexibility and things like that? I'm not really that. I know some people use yoga for stress relief and other issues, and so I'm curious what it means to you.
I think for me, I feel overwhelmingly relaxed and kind of joyous afterwards. I don't know. I just feel this. I feel more in charge of my body. And I know it will shape me up and give me that kind of yoga body that I'm always going on about in my head, but not doing anything about. That kind of really lean,
multiple things.
So flexibility, and I think it leads really on to kind of a bit of inner peace because I'm quite a full-on person, like all the time, and I enjoy being like that.
So you get not only a physical but also a spiritual benefit from the yoga.
Yeah, just kind of more relaxed. I feel more together, more centered, more kind of, like if you take a few deep breaths, it's kind of like that because you have to control your breathing when you do it. Also, I get pleasure from realizing that I can reach further round today than I could yesterday or whatever. So, I think that's really, I get a lot from it, and it's something I want to get more into because I think then I would do more actually sitting still and having a few quiet moments. It's something I want to do, and I think, well, next year I'd like to go to India for a month and actually learn to be a yoga instructor. So I want to get a lot more into it because I think it'd be really good. It'll be a good journey for me personally, and it's one of my on my bucket list, if you like, one of the things I really want to do. How
wild! That would be an interesting trip, I think, to go to India.
I know.
That would really. I think that sounds rather exotic, even to me. From the Texan standpoint.
Yeah.
I would like to ride some of the trains. You know, I've seen lots of videos about these old trains and their significance in India. And what's interesting to me is in some of the in some of the rural areas that they're still using the same trains that were left there when the British left, when your country left. Yeah. It's interesting. They're still in some places using those same old locomotives. Yeah. I guess they're steam or diesel or something. Yeah, I'm not sure, but
yeah, they are. They are. I've always wanted to go to India, and when I went backpacking, I kind of didn't quite feel brave enough to go to India. That I went to Southeast Asia instead. So yeah, it's something that I really want to do, and it's kind of where I'm gonna. It's Rishikesh, and that's where yoga was born. It's the first place that it kind of started. So I think it'll be very interesting. I think it will be a very the school I want to go to has all vegan food prepared by a chef, which is all kind of geared for yoga as well, sort of, for the, different foods do different things, don't they? So, I think it will be a whole wonderful experience. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So, I need to get my backside into gear with actually doing some yoga practice because I haven't done any for a long time. So that's certainly going to be one for me. Hi Margie, how are you doing? And
I gotta tell you, there are more people on right now than I was expecting. I'm actually overjoyed. I didn't think we'd get very many because of the season and everything, but 8 or 9 or 10 is what we're getting. So
I've got 9 at the moment.
Over here, you probably have more, but you typically do. But that's okay. I've learned to ignore those thumbs down. I get lots of them.
It's funny, it's just like whatever we pass, it's like when he goes, have we got our 1 thumbs down yet? No, it's only been up 5 minutes, and then they go, we've got it now.
I've had videos with 25 million views, and when you have that many people watch something, you're going to get, it doesn't matter what it is, you're going to get people that don't like it. I mean, anything, any kind of anything that you produce that you get that a lot of people looking at, you're always going to find somebody that doesn't like it for whatever reason.
I know.
So it just comes with the territory.
It does. I very rarely give anyone a thumbs down.
I mean, what's the point? I mean, I think that if somebody's going to watch something, they're going to watch it. I don't think anybody really makes a decision as to whether they're going to watch something whether it's got a lot of thumbs up or thumbs down. I would think that in the good old days of YouTube, videos were ranked based on those, right? I think that, or number of views and things like that, and so it seemed to make a difference. But today, it doesn't really do anything. I mean, the video is a video. If you're subscribed to the channel and you watch the videos, if somebody has a thumbs down on it, you're still probably going to watch it. I don't think I don't think people make the. Maybe you guys you see it differently than I do, but.
No, absolutely, exactly the same. I
don't think it really matters.
No, I very rarely even look at the stats. Very rarely look at the stats, actually. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Sharon. I'm absolutely wonderful. We are 25 minutes into Christmas Day here, so it's all good, which is lovely. I'm sorry about all the buffering. It is because I don't have Wi-Fi at our beach house. I am hooked on. Hey, DW, how you doing? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It's Christmas Day here.
Wait, don't go. Wait, okay, so while she's still here before she leaves, tell us what you're making a vegan dish tomorrow. Will you tell us more about it? I'll get out of the way if I figure out what you.
Tomorrow I'm going to make some vegan, obviously vegan. I'm going to use some chickpeas to make something that's probably going to be a bit like falafel, but it isn't falafel. They're kind of meatballs made with chickpeas and different herbs. In fact, I'm just going to see if I can actually find the recipe, which I've got here. Yum, yum. It has got chickpeas, flaxseed. It's got some breadcrumbs. I'm going to put some seeds in instead. garlic powder, onion, parsley, marjoram, basil, and black pepper. He's coming to say hello. So I'm going to make those, and you kind of mix them up in the blender, and then you bake them in the oven, and they look really, really nice. And I'm going to have that with a whole load of roasted vegetables, and I'm going to roast them in sesame oil with some olive oil as well, and I'm going to put some parsley through them. And I practiced them tonight, and they were really delicious. So that's
we're
going to
do vegetables too, but we're going to have the main course is going to be vegan. We're going to do it's a vegan Wellington, and it's full of mushrooms and walnuts. And I had to go find vegan pastry puff today, so I had to go to Whole Foods.
Oh, fantastic! I actually saw it,
and I actually had to buy a bunch of things that I didn't have to make it. But
yeah.
Anyway,
you do.
It sort of looks like beef Wellington, but it's not. Oh, a beet. It has the beet to make, I guess, the red meat color.
Yeah. Oh, fabulous. I saw one of those and I thought, that looks quite nice. So I thought, no, I don't have the ingredients for that. But yeah, I think that looks fantastic.
It's quite a lot of prep because I've got to smoke the tofu tonight and I've got to dry. They didn't have dried mushrooms, so I'm actually have to dry them in the oven.
Oh, wow.
Because it calls for 15 ounces of dried mushrooms.
Oh, that's a lot. I suppose that will draw all the juices and kind of flesh out as it cooks. Whereas if you put
I don't
fresh ones in, it will make it maybe a bit sloppy.
Tomorrow. It's like an hour prep to make this thing.
Wow.
So I figured he would enjoy it.
He is very appreciative. He's already said that he's very grateful and he's really excited. So that's lovely. That's fantastic.
Very excited. I'm salivating thinking about it.
It's going to be delicious.
But right now, dirt sounds good because I haven't eaten today.
Oh yeah, all we've done is talk about food. We always do this, don't we? Yeah, we always do. I haven't been fasting today, as you've realised, because I've already eaten a load of vegetables. So yeah. So the reason I'm buffering everyone is because I don't have a good signal. Many apologies for that, and I hope the replay will be okay. But we seem to still be hooked on, which I'm absolutely flabbergasted at. Hey, Bebby, Merry Christmas to you.
That's rather amazing.
It's in New Zealand. You're well into Christmas Day by now, aren't you? Which is fantastic. I'm going to be trying to Skype my sister after this. Because it's my little nephew. It's the first Christmas that he actually knows what's going on. He's 2.5, so they've been shouting up the chimney for Father Christmas and all that sort of thing last night. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Snow says the DW is being really nice, and that's so great. Cook you a nice dinner on Christmas Day. So that's fantastic.
Well, and for everyone,
yeah.
We've got the whole family coming in, so I think making something that's that we can all enjoy is really going to be great, as opposed to cooking two separate meals, right? So that's going to be fantastic. They'll probably be surprised at what's being made, right? Yeah. I think so.
Roast is the standard.
Well, I think they'll just find it delicious because we're very focused on meat being in every dish. But, you can be pleasantly surprised, can't you, when you eat something and there's no need for meat. You're completely full and it's really tasty and everything. So, and it'll be really healthy and nobody will be in a food coma afterwards. You'll all be...
I had a vegan pumpkin pie too, so I grabbed that for him.
Look at his face! Your eyes literally are bigger than your belly now.
I'm trying not to focus on food too much right now, saving it all for tomorrow. I'll be excited then when I get I haven't had any pie at all since February, that's for sure. So getting a chance to try a little vegan pie, pumpkin pie is my favorite. So
that will be brilliant.
Yeah,
I found a recipe actually for that.
Exciting.
And I'm going to try and make one tomorrow or the next day. Because I've got the pumpkin that we had Wink's face on, which I'm going to eat now. I've finally removed the glasses from it. So, yeah, he's like, oh, I can't believe you've done that. And I'm like, well, it's for eating. It's just going to go rotten otherwise.
Are you eating my head?
Darling, you're eating my head? The link for the mugs I've just put up there, Margie. People are already ordering the mugs. That's great. That is the same place that you can get Meta 7 if you're in the UK or Europe. It's the same website. So I put that up there for you, darling. Quiet Christmas here for Bebe. It's actually grey and raining instead of the normal 28 odd degrees Celsius. It's meant to be summer. Oh. So New Zealand is not the heat, the hot house we're expecting it to be. It's frosty outside here at the moment. We've never actually had frost here by the sea before. So we're just like, ooh, that's a bit new. So I've had to move all my veg a bit closer into the house so they don't all freeze. It won't be very good if all my soft veg freeze. They'll all be mush tomorrow, but I think they'll be fine. You're welcome, Marge. Dr. G is going to be so full tomorrow. Yes, he will be absolutely full of delicious food. I think we all will be. I'm sure I'm going to overeat vegetables. I'm sure I am. I just feel it coming on. Okay, Margie, thanks, sweetheart. Thank you, sweetheart. Has anyone got any questions? Anything they want to ask? Any tips? Any information from us that you would like to ask while we are here? Let us know. So I'm going to be walking on the beach tomorrow as well. Hey, Scott, how you doing? How's it going in Michigan? We have got a whole load of baby seals on our beach here. So we're going to go and see.
Do you really?
Yeah, they've got all their pups on the beach. And there's about, how do to them, the parents just go into the sea and they leave their pups on the beach and they die. Because they can't, is it because they can't swim and they get too cold? They're not waterproof. So why do they die then if the mums leave them? They follow the mum into the water.
They starve.
They only get milk. Mums only produce milk for 21 days.
Right.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, they starve too, right?
Yeah, so the mums only produce milk for 21 days, so they have to stay on the beach with the pups. If the mums go into the sea to run away, the pups follow them in and they're not waterproof, so they die. So nobody's allowed on the beach, and
so they have to wait. So the oils, the oils that keep them, from or make them buoyant. Is that what it is? Does the oil trap air under in the fur or something? Yeah, that's interesting to me. I'm not.
I don't know. I might have to Google that actually and give you an update when we go and video them. I think they must get really cold if they haven't got the oils to protect them because it's pretty cold. I don't know.
I would think
is the answer. But it's really important not to startle them. So that we can go and watch them from up on the dunes. And we have another bit of the beach where terns are starting to nest the last 3 years. So they've roped off a whole section of the beach that nobody's allowed to go on because they're really rare birds. So of course all the twitchers, as they're called here, that absolutely come down in their droves to watch them. So that's really good.
So we have something similar. We have something similar to that here with the sea turtles. We have a lot of the sea turtle nesting grounds that are all sanctioned off. There's no people are allowed. It's totally monitored and protected, and because the sea turtles are endangered. And so we love the sea turtles, and we actually have there are signs up and down the Galveston beach and the seawall. If you see a sea turtle that wanders up where it's not supposed to be, you call a number, and they've got sea turtle rescue crews that come out and they remove them and they take them to the safe areas so that if they lay eggs, the baby turtles will return there instead of coming back to unsafe areas where they're going to encounter people. So yeah, but I'm fascinated by the baby seals. Do you have sharks?
I think we do because the video that I was trying to put up, I was walking on the beach and there is unfortunately a dead seal on the beach, which I've never seen before, and it looks like something with a bite about like that has.
Oh wow!
Just
Yeah.
taken a bite out of it here because its head doesn't appear to be attached. Although you can't really see that because it's kind of buried, but there's definitely kind of a big bite mark like that on it. So it's definitely a shark, isn't it? Wink. The seal. It's definitely a shark.
It looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's not been hit by a boat. And boats don't come in that far anyway. So that's...
And the ship channel here, I've seen a couple of, actually 2 different occasions, a juvenile dolphin washed up, and I've never seen anything that looked like it had been hit by anything, but you wonder why they died.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just, who knows nature? I mean, who knows what can happen?
Yeah. I mean, I think, did Wink show you a picture of something and you said that looks like a shark? Was it you? Is it Jack you showed that picture to?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. When they get hit by a prop of a boat, they just get kind of shredded and mangled. And this had a bite out. This had a chunk out of it. And it must have been quite recent actually, because it wasn't stiff or anything. It's pretty fresh. So we're hoping a high tide will kind of take.
So we see these nature videos and all that, but if they really show the real stuff, there's a lot of distasteful part of it. You don't want to see, cute little fuzzy little baby mammals eaten by crocodiles and things like that. But yet that is part of it. And you don't want to see baby seals eaten by sharks, but it happens. And it's just awful. It is.
It's
and
life, death, and reproduction, isn't it?
Things like that.
Yeah. I mean, when we went to Africa, we went to watch the wildebeest cross the river, which is a whole kind of, we waited for 6.25 hours and they didn't cross that day. So that's the one thing that we didn't see.
Yeah.
But, the zebras kind of, they're smarter than the wildebeest and they pretend to go across, like a full start. And then once one wildebeest go, thousands go, and the zebras shall I go? I said, shall I go around there? And he went, no, come here with me. We go in the truck. And we drove about, 15, 20 feet, and there was a giant lion just laying in the bush that I would have walked straight past. And he's just waiting, like all of us were, for the first thing to go across. And when you do have a look at the river's edge, there's just loads of wildebeest, and they're all just upside down, all puffed up. There's so many of them die, but not in comparison to how many millions cross. But yes, it's a very sobering thought that, they're very brave, these creatures, to do that.
Now, I don't know if that's the same as what your baby seals, but she says seal lion pups takes 4 weeks for their waterproof coat to come in. I don't know if that's the same as what you have there.
I bet. They are sea lions, aren't they? Are they sea lions or seals? Wink. They're not sea lions, are they?
Seal.
They're seals, so they're not sea lions. I reckon that's what it is, because they're white. They're kind of all white, and they're different from the adults. So I guess, they have a different kind of coat. And hello, Anne. We watched Jaws. We thought Finian ought to see the classic film Jaws tonight, so we watched that just before we came on.
I think everyone should see that movie. The first time I saw it, I really didn't even want to get in the bathtub after that. It was
we were
but
terrified.
Today people watch it for the first time. It's not scary, but to us it was so frightening because we never really experienced that.
It was.
The use of sound as a subliminal, the way they use that dun dun dun.
Yes.
And it worked on you. It's such low, intonation that you didn't even realize it was scaring you. And worked on you. Of course, now with all the graphics and everything they do now with movies, it just it's got to be crazy scary to frighten people. Nation and maybe others, I don't know.
It's an amazing film. despite the fact, I mean, I think I was 9 or 10 when it came out, and I remember us all going to the cinema to see it. And of course, there is that shot in the boat. 76. We were 12. I remember being younger than that, but anyway, we went along, and of course, everybody was just, the whole cinema just leapt up and shrieked when the head in the boat. Of course, we didn't tell Finian about that because obviously it would spoil the surprise. He didn't like that bit very much. But yeah, no, it was a really good film, and a few hundred yards from a pub that my parents used to drink at in a house that's a windmill. And he sadly died a couple of years after making that film, but so he was kind of a local that we knew who was in it as well, which made it a bit more fun. But yeah, so we watched that, and I think it's American Werewolf in London is the one we're going to watch tomorrow.
Oh, yes. What a great one. That's a great one.
Yeah.
So the DW just texted me over a picture real quick of what she's making. So, Sue, if you can't see it, but it looks pretty good. Vegan Wellington. Doesn't that look fabulous for those of you who can see it? You can see that you've got the other device. I'll leave it up for you so you can see it. Really looks good. So,
yeah,
so it's a vegan pastry put on there. It looks good. Did you see it?
No, I can't see it.
I'm going to take it down.
I'll have a look on your feed next time. This is my sprout tree. Hang on. Look, how amazing is that? That was cut from the field about 20 minutes before I bought it. That's how fresh it is. And that bit at the top here, that's a sprout top.
Is that what you eat?
You can eat the sprout top.
Okay. What kind of sprout is that?
They're Brussels sprouts. That's how they grow.
That's a Brussels?
Yeah.
Really?
That's how they grow. These are the...
So you only eat the top?
See the bubbles on it? Where is it? I don't know. It's hard to do. See, these are the sprout... Hang on. Darling, would you get my sprout tree from outside the door for me, please? Darling, please. Darling, please. Darling. She's watching Funny Credit. Right, I'm going to go and get it. Excuse me for 2 ticks. Darling, you all wouldn't get it from me. You wouldn't get it, Jack.
I don't know that I can carry the show without you, Sue. I'll just sit here and dream of this vegan Wellington. Yeah, there's my bread, Chrissy. You're right. And there has not been any bread of significance. Abby got some little
Right, so this is a sprout tree. This is the stalk, the thick stalk that it grows in the field. You can see how fresh that cut is. And these are the sprouts. So when you get them in the shop... Hang on, let me just... Now, try and get one off. So you buy them and they're like that.
Okay.
So there's like a tiny little, this is like a giant sprout, if you like. You see how all the sprouts in there?
Wow.
See, can you see? All the way up this.
I can.
They will have leaves like this that he's snapped off. So the sprout is just underneath there. So right at the very top, it's really hard to see, isn't it? Because I can't do the whole left and right thing. It's like learning to shave in a mirror. See how little they are?
Right.
So I'm going to cut this off.
Sprouts, those Brussels sprouts off of it, and you eat those. You're not eating the top part up there.
Yeah, this top part is called a sprout top. And they've started selling them in the shops here. In the greengrocers, they'll cut this off and then they'll sell this as a sprout tree because they stay a lot fresher than when they're pulled off. So we get them in bags like this.
I'd like to see that in my supermarket.
So yeah, if you put them down, they just come off really easily. But they stay fresh outside for ages.
Do you have to keep that in water or something?
No.
Do you have to keep it in water, or do you just put it in the fridge and that's it?
Well,
or how do you keep
in the field? But they'll have a lot more leaves to the side. But this one came off the field this afternoon because they ran out.
That's beautiful.
And people kept coming to ask for them, and she was saying, "Oh, please, just go out and cut a few more down because people keep asking, and they've sold out." So she said, "Oh, you just cut those down about 15 minutes ago when I arrived." And I said, "Oh, we came specially here for the sprouts." I wasn't going to get them from the supermarket.
I would never have guessed that would grow in the cold weather. I didn't realize that was a cold weather vegetable.
It is. In fact, they taste better after the first frost has got them. That's what the old wives' tale is. But this, all brassicas, so like broccoli, cabbage, sprout, like a cabbage, it's like an ice ball, and it'll thaw out and it won't damage any of the structure of the plant. They will actually grow in,
Wow.
they'll take a snowfall.
Amazing. I did not know that.
Yeah. Of course, if you try to pick anything, you can't dig potatoes out. You can't dig any of those sort of things out. It's literally like if you put it in the freezer, you can't even chop a cabbage and you think, oh, they're all ruined. That's the first year I grew them. We had some snow and I just thought, oh, they're all ruined. And they weren't at all. But sprouts are supposed to be better after a frost, and we have certainly had our first frost. So yeah, I've never seen such a big sprout tree, because they normally trim them a bit.
But before it was just a green thing on the plate. I didn't really care.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how they grow.
I admit it. Yeah.
And this is just the most delicious sprout flavoured, yummy, soft, because it's like a giant sprout. The middle one is quite big. It's like a giant sprout on the top. But if you kept growing this, eventually these little ones would get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it would keep going, and then it would turn into a flower at the top, and then it would be gone. But yeah, and all of them would kind of, all of the sprouts would start to open out like that. I've even got some, because they kind of grow out, and I've got a bag of those as well. And it's like a tiny baby cabbage, which I can show you those if you, do you want to see those? Would you like to see some kale-lets?
Yes.
Right, darling, I'm getting
I
kale-lets.
would like to see your kale-lets.
I'll get the Romanesque as well.
Why are you pushing me in front of the camera?
So that you can
I don't
say
have
hi.
my beer.
I love these. Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
There he is. There, Wink. Right. Nice to see you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, here we go. Thank you, Finian. What's everyone saying? Yes, I'd take Susan to the vegetable shop today, and she bought enough. I was like, there is only you eating them, I hope you realise. Oh God, what's she bringing in now?
The battle continues, doesn't it?
Oh, it's not a battle. I like this. Look.
Certainly not a close one.
This is like an alien plant. Oh, here we go.
Can you see that?
It does look a little odd, I'll admit that.
It's amazing,
look
isn't
at that.
It's called a Romanesque.
Yeah, it's all pointy.
Romanesque, huh?
Yeah. But if you look at it, I can get it. If you can see the structure of it, they're fractals. They're each perfect examples of each other. And it's all pointy.
How is that?
It's like a funny cauliflower.
How pretty.
It's absolutely delicious. See if I can break some of these leaves.
Hold it, I just got a thumbs down.
You got a thumbs down.
Well, someone asked if I was drinking gin earlier. No, I was drinking rum earlier.
See, you can see a little bit more of it there. But it's absolutely delicious. It's so beautiful.
Even I quite like this.
See the structure of it. It's just stunning.
It really looks fresh.
It is. They grow that in just round the corner, and these are the kale-lets. Hang on. Why can't I do it in front of the camera? It's really funny. They're like tiny little kale plants, like babies. Can you see
Do they taste like kale?
Yeah, they do, but they're kind of sweeter because they're like the baby, like the heart.
Have gone. Why is that?
Because they go when everyone slips off. So yeah, I'm very excited about my vegetable stack. Dan, happy Christmas.
Oh yeah, it's Christmas time.
I just have I've just been reminded by the DW that I have to go.
Yeah.
We're going to a 7 o'clock Christmas service
So you've got 6 minutes.
And we have to leave now. So,
You
because
do.
we're 2 minutes away. So I have 3 minutes extra, but I have to go. What a great time we've had tonight. I thank you all so much. I'm going to have to say goodbye.
Yeah.
But I've really enjoyed it, and thanks to everybody that's jumped in and left us great comments and shared their stories today, and all our great wonderful dishes that we're going to be enjoying tonight and tomorrow. And you guys, please continue without me and keep up the discussion. I'm going to go.
Okay,
but I love you
sweetheart.
all, and
Merry
Merry Christmas,
Jack.
Merry Christmas Eve, and Happy Holidays to everyone. And we'll be on again soon.
Yeah, we will have a fabulous
And I'll
time.
let y'all know how that vegan Wellington goes.
We
I'll
want
let you know about the
pictures.
vegan Wellington, okay?
Pictures, definitely.
Okay, you'll get them. I
Lots
promise.
of love.
I promise pictures and probably some video tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay,
me
bye.
too. Okay, cheerio. Take care, Jack.
This is a mix between
Bye.
broccoli.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, bye. Yep, and you're right. It is a
Bye,
mix
I
between
really have to
cauliflower and
go.
broccoli.
See you later.
Take care. He's drinking his beer. Yeah. Hi. Who's somebody who came? It was Cole came on that I didn't see you come on because I was digging outside for vegetables. Yeah. Nothing. Hang on.
What is that? What you're
Shift.
drinking, Finian?
There we are. We're both on. What?
Go to the sink. No one can see you. No, you just
We've got Finian trapped because he can't go to the sink. It's behind.
because he's not even in shot if he goes.
You won't be in shot because we're in shot. Let me get you a drink. Let me get you a drink.
Mm-hmm. Oh, someone's saying they like our cabin. It's nice, isn't it?
It's lovely. We're going to show you our cabin, and I'll probably do it on a live video because I can't seem to upload any videos here because the bandwidth isn't stable enough. It just keeps failing to upload.
Can't you spin the laptop around and show where we all are?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, not really. We'll do it during the daylight because if I move it, I might lose the signal. And then we've got Finian obviously over there. He doesn't want to be seen. Hey Lynn, how you doing? It is a tour. Okay, do you know what? We will do a tour. Hang on a second. I have to be attached though on this.
No, you can unplug it.
Well, then it
Fully
says.
charged.
Yeah, I know it is, but then it says it won't stream. It goes all funny.
Doing it now still.
Yeah. So that is. That's the kitchen area. And that is the telly, the loungy area. And that's my big light so that you can see me.
Big light.
So this is. Finian, I'm not going to film you. Goodness me. It's like. There, that's where I sit.
You're aware I am paranoid.
And yes, we're aware you're paranoid. The camera's facing me, darling, so it cannot possibly film you. My son is being an idiot. And that's the little bedroom. See, it'd be much better if I do this during the day, because then you can see. Finian! Just get off!
Sit down.
Turn it on! God! Trying to walk around with my son holding on to. And I did fill up the water. It's over there, which again isn't in shot. It's paranoid boy.
He has the brain of an ant.
Brain of an ant. It is beautiful. What would he not sneak behind? He didn't want to sneak behind Anne because the sink is directly behind me. That's the kitchen window behind me. So he might risk being in shot on YouTube and he doesn't want to be filmed. Beverly's saying hi to you.
Yeah, say hi back.
She's saying out. I'm not going to eat these raw. I'm actually full today. I've had way too many vegetables. Are you on the water? Yeah, we are. We're by the sea where we are now. We're right by the North Sea. In fact, I have a video which I took today. I was trying so hard to upload it, but the internet just won't let me. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to, is it on here? Oh, it's on my iPad, of course. It's not even on, the pictures aren't even on here. I thought I had put them on here. I don't know, they're not on here. I've got some aerial pictures of where we are. So we're about, how far from the sea do you think we are?
100 meters.
A couple of 100 meters from the sea when the tide's out, and a bit closer when the area, so you can see how gorgeous and lovely it is. I know, Robin. Hi, how are you doing? Lots of buffering because I am hooked onto a 1 bar of signal of 4G off my iPad, so we don't have any Wi-Fi here. Tell him to crawl. Oh, we've got it for him, Anne. That would be too risky for him. So you just sent my rolling. Girl, get off one of Wink's having. Yeah, Wink's having a beer. I haven't got anything for me to drink. I actually have no inclination to have any alcohol at all. So I think I'm going to be having my first ever alcohol-free Christmas, and it's just, I just don't want it. So that's fine. All the veggies showed I only eat raw and salads. Well, that's fantastic, because it's much better if you eat them raw, because you get more nutrients, Anne. The North Sea, Chrissy. Yeah, I've got no signal on my iPhone. You're having a small cocktail. You should have one. It's Christmas Eve. I haven't really got anything that I want to drink that's here. I might drink a gin and tonic. I think that's probably the only thing. I don't really like wine very much anymore. I just don't know why, but I just don't like the taste of it anymore. I do like Prosecco, but we didn't buy any. And beer just makes me feel really bloated. When are we on live again? I think Thursday, Robin. I think we'll be on Thursday as usual. We will still be here with a bit of a not a very good signal, but we're going to do our best. No, I'm fasting. Jack is fasting. Jack is definitely fasting. I don't know who else is fasting today. I just meant to deal with one big room, a cabin with a team. Oh, but Finion's really good company. We used to send him to bed when he was little, but now he tends to, he goes to bed when he wants to. And there's a little room for him, and we just pull out a sofa bed, which we didn't put back together. Hey, Bonnie. Cheerio, Bonnie. Have a fantastic Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Day here. Lynn fasted today. Bye, Robin. Yep, see you Thursday. I think I'm going to go as well because my sister and the rest of my family are all in Sydney, and I want to see if I can get online and see them, because I think, what time is it there now? It is definitely Christmas Day there. Yes, it's midday there, so I'm going to get off and see if I can catch up with my family, because it would be lovely to see them, because we're both having Christmas Day now. Okay, my lovelies, thank you so much for hopping on. I love raw cauliflower. Is just divine. Absolute. Oh, that sounds lovely, Anne. Lovely. Do send some pictures. We love to see those. Yep. Have a Merry Christmas. Wink, do you want to say goodbye to our lovelies? Let's get Wink up. It's always best to disturb him as much as possible. Exercise. Here he comes. Here he comes. Fabulous Christmas days. And those of you who are staying up till midnight so that you can watch the clock, click over for Christmas Day. Hey, Violet, darling. How are you doing? Merry Christmas. Yay. We're going to have a lot of fun, aren't we, darling? Darling, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Mwah. Merry Christmas. Mwah. Cheerio. I will definitely be thinking of you all. Bye.